All right, how's it going, guys? I'm making this little intro like 2 weeks after I did this fishing trip. So I went to a little roadside pond that I just found on Google Maps, Apple Maps. So I drove by it to make sure it was a pretty good pond, and from the road it looked pretty small, but it looked big enough to where I could catch some fish. So I went back to it when I actually had some time, and it was a lot bigger than I thought. At the beginning of the video, there is no noise. For some reason, my GoPro wasn't collecting any audio. So I'm just gonna have some music playing in the background, but it was like the first 2 or 3 fish that I caught, and then it'll go back to, you know, hearing the sounds of nature and stuff. But make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video, and I kind of explain how I find these ponds and good ways to pond hop and go to spots that might actually be pretty good. Because I've had some questions about people wanting to know good places to fish, pond-wise or creek-wise. So in this video, I talk about how to find some good ponds. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. farther over here. Ooh, I just saw a frog. Oh, we got a little baby. I'll take it though. There we go. Man, what a day so far. I didn't think today was gonna be very good for fishing. It's a little dry out. Just had a storm system go through yesterday, bring some pretty bad severe weather and big rains. So maybe they're just feeding up after the rains. Okay, look at this guy. They're all pretty thick in this pond. I don't know what it is, but they're all doing really, really well. Look at that. He's got a bit of a belly, this little guy. Nice colors too. Kind of have to throw him in because, yeah, I gotta throw him in. Can't get to the bank really easily. This is awesome. I love days like this. Just nice, easy pond to show up to. Actually, this is a new one I've never been to. I've been scoping out for a while and to catch fish. And it's even bigger than I thought it was. Oh yeah, right in that cove. Let's see if I can call my shots here. Should be a fish catch coming up right here. Yep. Can't tell how big this one is. Oh, this is a good one. I think I need to get my net out real quick. Oh, this is really good. Holy crap. All right, let's get this guy in. Come on, buddy. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm gonna have to just muscle him in. Oh yeah, look at that. Right in the top of the jaw. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest for today. Look at this guy. Holy crap. Called my shot on this one. Look at that. That is closer to like 2 pounds right there. What a big fish. I knew there was gonna be some good ones in here. Oh my gosh, that's freaking beautiful. Look at that. Wow, this is a little hidden gem I found right next to the road. Oh my gosh, there's another good one patrolling the side here. Thank you, buddy, for biting my lure. Nice. All right, gotta get this one back in. Let's go see if I can get a good picture of this guy. Beautiful. Okay, I lost my lure and I'm gonna take this time to retie it because this thing's been getting work done on it. Okay, I am out of Yum Dinger 4-inch worms. So I found that I have a pack of 6-inch ones. So these aren't too much bigger, but they're gonna be hard for the little guys to get. So I live in Ohio, so I use stuff that's a little smaller generally. But this is probably, you know, the biggest Senko that I would use around here. But let's see if it works. The fish seem to be really active in here and there seems to be some pretty good sized ones. So I'm hoping this will be good. Oh yeah, got something. It's gotta be pretty big if it went for this. Man, right next to the bank. Oh yeah, he's good. He's a good size. Not as big as that last one. Come on, get over here. Yes. There we go. Caught a lot of like these 1 to 2 pound bass right here. This is about the size I've caught a lot of. That other one I caught was probably getting close to 3 pounds. Oh my gosh, I see more bass patrolling the banks here. This pond is loaded, just absolutely loaded with bass. Look at that guy. Absolutely beautiful. All right. He was hanging out right next to the bank. I still haven't even gone through the second half of the pond here, and I'm sure they're everywhere. I don't even know what number that is. I was gonna add this video to just like a pond hopping episode, but this thing could be its own video now. It's freaking insane. So those of you that are wondering what I'm using, I'm just using a little weighted wackyrig hook right here. It's supposed to be weedless, but I mean, it's not the best. It works. But I don't have a huge hook on this because usually I use 4-inch yum dingers. Right now I'm using the 6-inch and they're working fine. So a lot of people fish these weightless. I like to use a little bit of weight on here so it sinks down easier. But I do recommend getting O-rings because you'll lose a lot of worms if you don't have them securely on your hook. I mean, it works just to hook it like I'm doing right now, but you'll lose them way more often. So I need to invest in some O-rings here soon so I don't lose so many. Whoa, I just lost a fish and then I got an even bigger one. Holy crap. I lost a little fish and then this landed right on top of a big one and he just snagged it. All right, check out that guy. This one might be like 2 to 3 pounds, I don't know. That's a really good size one. Maybe the second biggest today, but I'll take it. There's a bunch of these in here. I hate throwing the fish in the water, but it's too hard to get to the water here. That was cool. I've never been happy to miss a fish in my life. Missed that little guy, then got the big one. All right, well, these fish don't seem to have a problem with this 6-inch yum dinger. Let's get it back in there. Wow. Oh. Man, one just took it right in front of me. The wacky rig is so good that even if you see the bass right in front of you, they'll still go for it sometimes. Oh, right at the end there. I think I saw this guy. All right, look at that guy. One of the smaller ones today, which is crazy. This one's pretty good. All right, it's getting late, so that's gonna be it. As you can see, it is completely worth looking for ponds around your local areas. I saw this pond on Google Maps and I drove by it and it didn't seem that big at all. It kind of just looked like a tiny little ditch that fills up when it rains. Thought it would just be worth it just to come out here and try it and maybe catch a few bluegill or some small bass. But I walked up to this pond and it was way bigger than I thought it was, like 3 times bigger. So I've never been to this pond right here and I am extremely impressed with it. So I'm probably not gonna fish this spot until like the fall or something like that, or maybe wait like a month or two because I crushed it here. So I kind of want to give the fish a little bit of a break. So I've been getting questions recently on things like how I find my fishing spots, be it creeks or ponds like this. So I'll give you some advice right now for ponds specifically. So what I always do is I look on Google Maps for any ponds that are around, you know, where I'm at. You could look on there for ponds near where you work or where you live, or maybe like on your commute to work, things like that. And then you can pull up the satellite view on Google Maps and Apple Maps to see what the pond looks like in real life. So with that, you can see if there's businesses around, what kind of cover is around the pond, and just kind of get like a general idea of what it's gonna be like. So you guys should target neighborhood ponds only if you have permission to fish them, because pretty much every pond you go to is going to have a sign on it, and you're going to get yelled at pretty quickly if somebody doesn't recognize you there. So what I do most of the time, if I'm not fishing neighborhood ponds that I get permission to fish, is I look for these ponds that are kind of near like businesses and things like that. So when they build up new businesses, new distribution centers for companies, stuff like that, they'll dig up a bunch of dirt and use it for these buildings here. And then there's just this little retaining pond here. I don't know if they stock these ponds like right after they are created, or somebody else stocks them. I don't know how it works, but a lot of times you're gonna find bass in these ponds. At the very least, you'll find bluegill. Like I've seen bluegill at almost every retaining pond I've been to. But these ones are good because a lot of times they don't have any signs on them. Occasionally you're gonna find some that have signs or like no trespassing, but this is definitely the target for you guys that are looking for good ponds to fish that aren't necessarily like public ponds. The only issue is you have to find a public spot to park, or just anywhere to park that you're not going to get towed. That's the only issue. And I also still target your public ponds and your parks and things like that. They're going to be more pressured, which is fine. I actually caught one of the biggest largemouth bass of my life at a public pond. All right, well, I'm definitely going to save this spot, and I am super impressed. This was an awesome day. What's up, everyone? It's having a good summer of fishing so far. I know I am. And I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me, and thank you for watching all these videos. And of course, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next fishing spot. Later.